the remarkable and famous Irish monastery of Skellig Micheal. Ireland's Skellig Islands are two small, spectacular pinnacles rising out of the Atlantic Ocean just over 7 miles southwest of Valentia Island, County Kerry. The largest of the islands is Skellig Micheal. The smaller is Little Skellig, or Skellig Beck, with its significant and important bird population. Now, Skellig Micheal is also an important site for seabirds, for its early Christian monastery is a World Heritage Site. Given that the Skellig Islands are such significant features, rising as they do so dramatically out of the Atlantic Ocean, close to the Irish coast, it is difficult to imagine that they did not play a part in the mythology of pre-Christian Ireland. Although there is no record of the islands being inhabited prior to the construction of the monastery, folklore has it that Eir, son of Mill Espain, was buried on the island. In Irish ancient legend, Mill Espain is the ancestor of the early inhabitants of Ireland, the Milesians. Now, in the collection of writings in the Lebor Gabala, Erin, the earliest version of which was compiled in the 11th century, the Milesians agreed to divide Ireland with the Tuath Danann, a supernatural race in Irish mythology. They take the world above, while the Tuath Danann take the world below, known as the Otherworld. There is also a text dating from the 8th or 9th century which states that Duag, king of West Munster, escaped to Skellig after a feud with the kings of Cashel. However, it is well-preserved monastery dating between the 6th and 8th centuries on Skellig Micheal that is known throughout the world of archaeology. It is made up of 6 beehive huts, 2 oratories, small terraces, and a number of grave slabs and early sculptured crosses. Standing at some 700 feet above sea level, the site is reached by a climb of over 600 stone steps, each step carved by hand from the solid rock. The determination to create a place to practice their religion in the solitude of this isolated, extraordinary location above the open, often hostile waters of the Atlantic Ocean is remarkable and an awe-inspiring place. It is said that the monastery may have been founded as early as the 6th century by Saint Finan, also known as Saint Finian of Clonard. He was one of the early Irish monastic saints. In about 520 he founded Clonard Abbey, which is situated by the River Boyne in the province of Leinster, in the east of Ireland. Now, although Skellig Micheal is associated with Saint Finan in the 6th century, there is also reference made to Viking raids on the monastery in 812 and 823. It's in the Annals of Innisfallen and the Annals of Ulster. The Annals of Innisfallen are a chronicle of the medieval history of Ireland between AD 433 and AD 1450. The Annals of Ulster are chronicles from AD 431 to AD 1540. Now, it's not clear when the monastery was dedicated to St. Michael, although in the mid-10th century a new church built at the monastery was named St. Michael's Church. The monastery is thought to have remained continuously occupied until the 12th or 13th century. The remains of the monastery were taken into care of the Office of Public Works in 1880, and the repair of collapsed structures began. The process of conservation has continued since that time. There are a number of boat tour operators to the Skelligs. When visiting Skellig Micheal, it always has to be borne in mind that there are over 600 steps before you reach the top. The Atlantic waters can be very choppy, and if you're prone to seasickness, well, you might want to find something a little bit easier. Sometimes the weather makes the journey completely impossible, so it's always good to check with your tour operator. Now, having said this, it's a magical place to visit. It is difficult to be other than awestruck by this unique and remarkable early religious settlement and the physical achievement of those early monks who worked to create it. This little island was even in the movies. Skellig Micheal scenes from the most recent Star Wars film, Episode 7, The Force Awakens, were filmed at the islands in 2014. The Skelligs features prominently at the end of the movie where the audience is reintroduced to Star Wars' original hero, Luke Skywalker. Filming took place again in 2015 for the next installment of the Star Wars franchise, Episode 8, The Last Jedi. which was released in December 2017. So check it out, and if you ever get to Ireland, check out Skellig Micheal. It's definitely worth it.